The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Play action. Here's Stroud. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Stroud to throw it. It's caught by Coleman. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Well, as you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, it is not going to derail the momentum they built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Now Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk, but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here's Stroud.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Texans are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
First and 10 at the 39.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mahomes going to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Off play action. Elliott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, what a move. Again, the juke. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Bush trying the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st down, they stick with Bush. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. They run up the middle with Bush. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second down and 4. On the counter, it's Bush. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical. Because now you come in and you get the momentum, you can take them out in that one game and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. Up the middle they go. Gilmore. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Here now a 3rd down and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 32-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gilmore. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds right around the 20.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Brandon Ayuk from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. They'll start on the ground with Bush. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Elliott. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barnes. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Elliott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
credit good coverage there in the pass breakup to Pat Surtain.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They run the counter. Gilmore. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
In motion goes the tight end. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Elliott. Open man. Here's Foster. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw again. That is caught.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Elliott. Buying time to his left. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Elliott. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, the Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
After the sack, you can understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that first down in the process.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Looking to throw. Elliott. And he whips that one incomplete there. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action. Maybe.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Broncos offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, Gilmore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Gilmore.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
They'll find Ayuk open right side.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Gilmore. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense taking over again, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Elliott. This one complete to Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Elliott. And that is incomplete.
There, they force him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
They'll hand it off to Bush. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Off the play fake. Elliott. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll run it with Bush. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Gilmore. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Texans will take over. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd and 4. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This is Bush. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is Coleman with a grab. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. A give. This is Bush.
we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And Dixon has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On the run, it's Bush. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Coleman. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Texans are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Denver's offense ready to go again. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Broncos first down.
They'll run on first down. Gilmore. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They go play fake. Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Elliott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Elliott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. In motion, the tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Adonai Mitchell. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home was a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes to throw once more.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now here's Mahomes. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Still going inside the 20.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 20.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going to get.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
2nd and 6.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dixon. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And that one too wide and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they will take a knee here. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.